What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and today we are taking an early look at Assassin's Creed Shadows. So Ubisoft brought me into a digital preview event, so I'm having a chance to just kind of check out the game early, test out different mechanics, just run around. So far I've had a chance to do the tutorial, play around in the world a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of share my thoughts based on what I've had a chance to do thus far. So probably the biggest thing I've noticed is that the game is very different in its overall character approach, whereas in the previous games, you know, one character pretty much does everything. Now, combat and stealth are very much about Yasuke or Naoe. That's not to say that, like, Yasuke can't do stealth at all, like, but his executes, they're you know, brutal executions, as you saw there. They're even just called that. Whereas Naoe is a lot more about getting executes. Her combat prowess is limited compared to Yasuke, and, you know, vice versa. So Yasuke will be able to take out hordes of enemies and do just fine, whereas Naoe is going to be more about stealthing, grappling, hooking around, getting in to get the kill. In terms of the combat, it's not bad, but it definitely doesn't have the depth that I'm usually used to. There's a big parry focus, and we can basically... It's not even, I don't know if I call it a parry, but we hold parry like this, and then if we let go right before we're about to take a hit, we'll do this like little riposte animation where we knock the blade away, and then we do a counterattack. Besides that, we do have like a regular kind of zero frame parry where we can do that and then just go straight into our chains. Combat seems to be basically a combination of lights and heavies. So our heavy attacks help us to get through the armor or the posture of enemies. You can see that little yellow bar on top of the health that this guy has. Whereas our light attacks can do damage to it, but not as much. And we of course still have the specials that Assassin's Creed has been known for in the more recent iterations. Bonk stick. The red attacks were supposed to dodge, but I'm still trying to parry them. You can parry them, it's just you take a slight amount of health when you do. So, taking a look, from what I can tell at least, I believe we only have the three main weapons here: Long Katana, Naginata, Nabo. We have skill trees for each of those that we are able to dive into. Let's take a look around some of the stuff. You know, there's some passives here, just straight damage with melee weapons. We have a sheath attack, so just like EI draws by default, sheath can now become a posture attack by holding the button. Samurai Showdown, taunt enemies, deal extra damage, dash to a single enemy. We have the payback, that powerful combo you saw a little bit earlier. Riposte. Going over to the Naginata, which we're going to plot in a little bit here. Jump to the enemy, swing the Naginata in a large arc. Enemies hit by the tip, so a little bit distance-based attacks on that. More damage for hitting multiple enemies. Increase the reach of it. Flurry of 8 strikes on a single target, so just big straight ability damage with it. Inflicting bleed. We can impale an enemy, so the charge move. So there's definitely a lot of similarities from the prior games. It's kind of cool. Hold LB and press LB RT RT LB RT for a powerful combo. Oh. Light, heavy, heavy, light, heavy. Let's try that one out a little bit. In terms of loot expectations, at least looking through stuff, it seems very similar to the previous games where it's like, oh, you know, this is legendary tier, or this is going to be epic tier, or whatever the case is. It does seem like the perks have been, they're actually, I think the perks are pretty simple like this in the prior games as well, but you know, this has armor damage, heal over time for 10 seconds, but, you know, less health from rations. This one, reduce impact from enemy attacks. So, you know, the build archetypes that we had in the previous games where we're going around, increases critical chance, cool. So we're, so damage from missing health, where we're like finding different gear to put it on. I don't think we have any other horses in what we're playing right here. And ammo and consumables, all that stuff. The map, there's not too much to show off here, but you know, I can't really go to a lot of these other places, but just to give y'all an idea of what they are showing us in the map. I've been avoiding the quest because starting up that quest, I was doing that quest, but starting it up changes things to nighttime, and that's not fun. But anyway, so talking about my general experience so far, I mean, it's not bad, but I will say that it's definitely still very simple. I mean, I think that when I consider what I really want in an RPG, one of the biggest things to me these days is going to be combat depth, and it's definitely improved a bit from prior games, but it still is very simple. You know, as you saw, shooting with the sword, it was just primarily light attacks and heavy attacks, light attacks and heavy attacks. And, you know, I don't know, it felt spammy at times. I feel like I'm just kind of, you know, aside from like trying to rush down the archers or the gunners, I'm basically like killing one dude, and then I'm just looking to continually counter and attack. Are you trying to fight me? No. Get out of here. What are you doing, bro? Run. And there is a little bit, if we like dive into the weapon stuff. I think that was a city. Stay going for that desync. I do kind of like how the characters have been split to where, like, oh, if I'm trying to, you know, stealth into somewhere, Naoe is going to be a clearly better choice. Or if I just want to blast through, Yasuke is going to be who I should go to. Like, he has some perks, like when he's running, he can just straight like knock people over. He can run through walls. We obviously have very flashy executions with him, but I mean, that's what I'd expect from somebody in samurai armor that's like a foot taller than everyone else in this era. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can just free swap to her in the middle of combat. I'm gonna check real fast though. Okay, I cannot. Well, we'll capture some Naoe footage in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. So the problem is just such a busy time, and they have taken some effort to like reduce the amount of wordplay. At least that's what the preview video would suggest. Like, going through the preview video, there's less about like the Ubisoft checklist and more about you kind of exploring the world and discovering stuff. So like looking at this, you know, we have our viewpoint, which we can make our way over to, and then a couple things which are undiscovered. Apparently there's a system where we can like recruit people and then send them over to investigate an area, so we don't do it ourselves, but we'll try and get all the way up to that and kind of see what's up there. But they made a big emphasis around like organic exploration and then trying to push more of that as opposed to guiding your experience, which, I mean, that's the intention is there. It is something I would like to see. How well that's actually executed is something I would need to play the full product to really tell you. I don't even know if Yasuke can climb up this. I know the other character. Now I keep getting her name mixed up. Let's see. Naoe, yeah. I know she has a grappling hook, so she can just like shoot her way up to walls. But I guess with Yasuke, we gotta, I don't know, just find a window that we can climb up if we're gonna try and make our way up top? Because I know he can get stuff. There we go. Start climbing, big boy. Get up top. Got up, immediately fell back down. Actually, I came over here expecting there to be more of a fight, but so far it's been... That's just holding, like, or spamming light attack. Just light, you know. Yeah, it's just me spamming R1 over and over and over again. I mean, I can spam R2. Same thing. It's just slightly different attacks. And like I said, like, it's not terrible, but I think I just... I don't know, man. I need more. I need more than just like, oh yeah, just... beat the shit out of them. Just use your stuff. Our power attacks are kind of cool. I will say the animations are very crisp. Like getting the, you know, complete someone's health and then you're going for the decapitate. That's pretty neat. I should say neat, but it looks very clean. I'm gonna EI slash you, stop running. You're doing the special. You get the black and white with red. Very thematic. And I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. What am I doing? I'm running into the wall. Going too fast. Bonk. Bonk. If I can, like, make my way up on the Emperor. Wow, this castle is like a labyrinth to navigate. Alright. I'm pretty close to the top. There's like a chest over here I can get. Below. It's 11 meters below. I can go find it real fast. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe I might hold off in like April when things slow down. I might play it because I do like the Japan setting, and I like this era of Japan a lot. I think it's a really interesting time in Japan's history. I will say that, like, compared to like say Ghost of Tsushima, this is not nearly as appealing to me as Ghost of Tsushima was. Like, Ghost of Tsushima, I felt like was hitting all the marks. I was just like, dude. I think a big part was just how brutal and refined the combat was. Like, because Ghost combat was quite simple. You know, it was very simple. The big focus around parry and counterattack and, you know, rock, paper, scissors with the stances, but there was enough going on with, like, making sure you had the right stance and then executing the enemy that it kept me engaged. Whereas here, you know, outside of, like, the minor differences between how weapons plays, for the most part, when I'm killing enemies, it's been, oh, I'm just gonna smack, 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 okay, you're dead. Or occasionally smack, 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 weave in a parry, you're dead. And, you know, I need a little bit more combat depth than that, I think, to really draw me in. You know, visually, I do think it looks pretty good. I mean, it certainly looks better than what we got with Rise of the Ronin. I thought Rise of the Ronin did not look very good visually for an open world game. I think they've taken a little more time to polish the world visuals here. But Ronin obviously had a lot more going on with the combat. I think the thing that really killed that for me was just how the world was a big checklist, and it's kind of funny because, you know, seeing the world in Rise of the Ronin, first thing that brought to mind for me was like, oh, it's, you know, like a typical Ubisoft game. And at least with this, it seems like they're trying to get away from exactly that, which is kind of funny because Ronin went heavy with the Ronin went real heavy with that. Just bonking everybody with this. Let me actually pull out the Naginata. I do want to get some Naoe footage as well. It's because I'm on a ladder. And what was that crazy combo I'm supposed to remember? Light, heavy, heavy, light, heavy. Let me get on that. Here. Come on, you can do it, bro. Hey, we scaled Himeji Castle. That's kind of cool. You just climb up and it just sinks. I don't gotta, like, get up and press the special button or anything. We'll take a look and see at how the map has been revealed here. Then from there, we'll probably jump on over and I'll show off some Naoe gameplay. See, like, dude, this is the kind of visual detail, though. Like, for an open world game, like, look how you can see, like, the individual, like, the rice plants down in the rice fields. See the reflection of the sun in various parts. Like, you didn't, I don't know, that's I think, what killed, like, you know, because this is not that different from what we saw in Ronin, but it just looked like a straight flat surface. It didn't look like there was any detail. So let's take a look at the map. See what we have uncovered. Get an idea. Okay, so yeah, we haven't really uncovered anything. It's just stuff we can do still. I think we've... Okay, so it looks like when we do it, it's just going to add key locations we can go to. and then cover stuff. Things that are important to do. Is there a jump? Oh, his jump was very much the... I didn't expect that. Alright, it gave me a chuckle. Hey, heavy. Light, heavy. Oh, bro. Light, heavy, light, heavy. Just... Got the For Honor executions in here, basically. Look at that. That was light, heavy, light, heavy, but I feel like I wasn't executing it. The Naginata doesn't feel like it does enough poise damage. Light, heavy, light, heavy, yeah. Light, heavy. Yeah, it's like I get through light, heavy, and it doesn't want to chain. Let me actually look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so I think maybe I gotta delay the press. Oh, there we go. So that, alright, this, right? That's all one. So that's light, heavy, light, heavy. I was just pressing it too soon. Okay. Light, heavy, light, heavy. They're dead. Jump down. Kill him. It's like, nah, I don't want to jump down, bro. Get my ass beat jumping down. I ain't doing that. Ow, what the... So we also have a ranged weapon, but I don't have it on right now because I swapped to the combo. That's been probably my favorite thing about the last, like, 4 Assassin's Creed games. Is just big booting somebody off a wall. We'll say the executions are definitely clean. I'm liking that. And obviously, we're not doing, like, anything with the story whatsoever in this preview. That's something where if I'm going to do story, that's something I'm going to cover with the full game. I'm not going to preview of this one mission. Nah. Actually, the tutorial portion was, like, very prologue story heavy. I was like, skip. That's how things are. So, anyway, already at, like, 25 minutes. Let me close this out. I'm going to take a look at some Naoe gameplay. I'll show that off a little bit. and then we'll probably wrap things up after that.